What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Iron Maiden. We're going back to their Brave New World album, 2000. I've been going through a couple of tunes from this one in the last few reactions for Iron Maiden, so I figured I'd keep it going. And one I realized I wanted to talk about is Out of the Silent Planet. I really enjoy the lyrics and what I see as sort of the themes of this tune, which again, anytime I react to music, it's always interpretational, and I don't claim that any of my views on lyrics in any genre or with any group are definitive. And again, Iron Maiden, I've been binging on them the last 6, 7, 8 years, but I have not known them nearly as long as many other people. So if other people have a different take on this one, please do let me know, and don't hesitate to say that you see it a different way. But what I heard when I first encountered this song, it sounds like a planet, whether you can see this as a analogy for Earth where it's talking about some other planet, but you can draw all the lessons and reapply them to humans at our own planet, or whether it's genuinely kind of an alien planet somewhere. It sounds like a global species that has essentially allowed the worst parts of their nature, the demons of their creation, to lead to brutality, exploitation, death, and ultimately a global collapse, such that the entire society essentially falls apart, and as the planet grows silent. And again, there's all sorts of lines about the way in which, again, they're the demons that come from their own natures, and their the ideas that they built up, their religious ideas, were ultimately decadent because they were, there were no answers to the prayers that they were seeking, and again, their natures led them to do awful things. So again, it sounds like a planet and a species that destroyed itself, but they're not entirely dead, and it sounds like they're leaving that planet, which they've, sapped of all its life force and vitality to the point where it's silent, and they're gonna come, whether it's to Earth or somewhere else, to, well, hey, we may have destroyed our own place, but we come from the silent planet. We come out from the silent planet, and we'll find whatever we have to persist. So yeah, it sounds very dark and dire, but I enjoy that concept of a species that still maybe hasn't learned their lesson, but is aware that it was they themselves who led to the destruction of the entire society they built up. So yeah, really cool lyrics. Sonically, it's another tour de force, changing tempos and wicked guitar riffs and just general metal awesomeness. So yeah, let's get to it. This is Iron Maiden from their Brave New World album 2000, and the track is called Out of the Silent Planet. Almost like a Celtic feel, right? Every Iron Maiden tune is a journey sonically. Even the shorter ones, but most of their tracks, they have multiple phases. Hello. This, but it came earlier than I thought. Song, but we really were. It's just a testament to how much I enjoy that one, that like that 6 minutes felt like maybe 2. Amazing. I love it. Again, I think, you know, the lines are up for interpretation. I know a lot of cases their songs are like based on, you know, literature or even like films and things, so, you know, there may be a connection there, but just like on the surface of it, it sounds again like a species who's destroyed their entire like global civilization, but there are some survivors. They're leaving that silent planet, and you know, who knows what happens next. So there's a bit of a threat to it too, which I think it fits in with a lot of their songwriting, where there's vulnerability, pain, like suffering and death and so on, but also like a bit of a menace, a bit of a threat sometimes. So yeah, really do enjoy that one. And again, it's another evolving, you know, sonic masterpiece where it's like it goes through multiple, you know, tempo schemes and a number of like shifts, ultimately, you know, some guitar solo bits. Just, yeah, I really enjoy the way it's put together, which, like I said, there are, especially like in the earlier albums, there's some slightly shorter tunes. I shouldn't say especially the early ones. I like No Prayer for the Dying, I feel like that's got a couple shorter ones. But bottom line, most Iron Maiden tunes are like 5-6 minutes plus, and there's some that are, you know, like 10, 12, 13 minutes long. So yeah, there's never like just a, you know, nice and tidy, you know, by the numbers sort of like metal track. There's always some journey. There's always like a multi-phase unfolding. So really do enjoy this one. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.